Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's top 5 camp builds. Again this week we have some amazing builds, and thanks to you lot liking the last video, commenting on it and sharing it about, we got 17 submissions for this week, which is absolutely crazy. I think that is the most we've ever had, so thank you everyone for sharing the last showcase. So amazing camps got submitted, but of course I can only showcase my favourite 5, so if you didn't make it, no hard feelings, you just got to keep sending your builds my way via the Discord link in the description. As always, if you enjoyed the showcase, be sure to click on the like button, subscribe if you are new, and if you can, share this video around with your friends. I want to thank you all for watching, and let's get straight into the showcase. First up, this week we have a new entry by someone called Vladiministrator Gaming. Now I nailed it this week, I'm not making any cock-ups like I did last time where I said Black Apocalypse and I messed everything up, so yeah, nailed that one. This one is a floating camp build and it is absolutely fantastic. I love this whole like little lighting, stacking type of thing that he's done there in between the ship's sails. I think that looks awesome. I love this little deck thing. Obviously he's put the vendors up here as well, which some people might complain about, but I think it's fine really. I like the cartwheel that they put up there for the steering wheel, and I love this deck bit. I love that little bit there with the footlockers all around the see-through bit that goes down into the lower deck. I think that looks really cool. But the thing that really did it for me was definitely the sails and the fans. I just thought they were really cool, stacked on top of each other. They look really nice, and you've got a nice view going off the side, and it really does kind of remind you of the ship in Fallout 4. I can't remember the exact name of it, but I'm sure most of you will know which one I'm on about. The one that you go up, you help them set off, and they go crash into a big building. That one. But it's absolutely fantastic. This one was Bowser's ship. It came from one of the Mario games, and Sinister, I'm sure you'll be happy that now I've remembered Bowser's name. There you go. Right? But there you go. And then you come into the room and you've got the princess's bed, and this is where they're meant to get locked away, where Bowser will keep her when he kidnaps her, and you've got the kitchen in here as well. So it's a fully functional camp. I know some people like you, Castiel, will complain because it's a floating camp and it's not realistic and stuff, but you know, it is what it is, and I think all around it's brilliant. I think he absolutely smashed it. On the sides you can see the windmill generators using as the kind of sails to make it a flying ship. We've seen it in another Fallout game, so it is realistic. There you go. Next up we have Chasmmati with this another crazy build. Chasmmati honestly has some of the craziest builds out there. They're all trap camps, they're all like you click something, everything blows up, or something other crazy happens. All of them just absolutely nuts. And this one is the Butcher. He did really cool with the editing as well. The music's brilliant. At the beginning he's got Graham coming through, or Graham if you want to call him Graham, walking through, and he's got like the audio of Graham playing, and then all of a sudden it switches over to this place, which also obviously links with Graham, and it's just so cool. The whole place just destroys itself when you're inside. The shutter comes down, locks everyone in, kills you inside while throwing meat everywhere. So you know, what better way to do it? It's just so cool. I honestly want to try one of these, but I just don't think I have the ability and skill to come across and put one of these together, because it must take so much time. It's just nuts. Like looking at it, it is mad. Like look at that. Look how many flamethrowers he is going on right there. All of these builds are like this, so go check them out, guys. Absolutely nuts. Up at number 3 we have Sinister Hand, and now I love the beginning bit of this video by Sinister. If you haven't seen it already, go check it out. He basically introduces it and he's like, first I made a tree house, then I made a house in a tree, then I made a tree to be a house. Now I've made a house made of trees. And it's just, there's so many daft little jokes and stuff throughout this video which are just really funny. It shows off Sinister's sense of humour, and it's really great and funny. Overall though, talking about the build looks fantastic. It's so just different looking. It looks beautiful. It's brilliant. Like everything about it just is so different. The spring bundle, in my opinion, we talked about it last week in last week's showcase. The spring bundle added so much difference to the game. It really like made a big difference in camp building. Now you can like make places that truly look like they're meant to be there. Obviously this is a bad example to talk about this because obviously it's not like a natural looking camp, but it is such a really nice looking camp. I'm sure most of you will appreciate it. It's really good, and he says in the video that this is all about basically you come here, you chill out. It's based around Oasis from Fallout 3, and it's great. If you played Fallout 3 and know Oasis, hats off to you. I do. It was a great place. I loved it. One of my favourite places. But look at it. It looks great. So many trees. I think you used nearly 200 trees, maybe more, in the camp building of this. So that is just absolutely nuts. Great job, Sinister. Also known as SH Games now. I keep calling them Sinister, but we've got to say SH Games. I'm sorry. Okay. Next up we have Scorpio Prime, and this is his shooting range. Now, Scorpio did make 2 videos this week. He made his shooting range, and he did the motorbike track thing, and it was fantastic. I didn't even know it was a location. Most people didn't know it was a location, and I didn't know which one to showcase, but I went with the shooting range because I thought it was great. Well recorded, everything looks great, and I love how it's got its own shooting range, which Scorpio made inside, which you'll see in a moment. And then outside, it uses another pre-existing structure, which is an actual shooting range. Here is his own made one with the Nuka-Cola girls coming down. This is where you go in, you practice your handguns, and then outside is where you go with your rifles. Absolutely fantastic. I love the safety first idea there with the posters behind the display case. It looks great. And I love the for sale signs, which he's put back to back there. It looks really good. He's the first person I've seen actually do this. He's done it in a few builds now, and he absolutely nailed it. So go check out Scorpio, guys. Such an underrated builder. Go check him out. You'll enjoy it. This is the bit I was talking about with the external pre-existing structure shooting range. This was already here with the addition of a couple of little bits and bobs, which you will see, and it looks awesome. Now, this may upset a few people, but I put Black Apocalypse last this week. Now, that's not saying his build is bad. As always, guys, these 5 builds always are my favourite. Doesn't matter what place you're in the video. I pick and choose there and then who goes first, second, third, whatever. But I thought to give you all and everyone else a chance, you know. Black Apocalypse keeps smashing it, and I keep putting them first every week, and I feel like, you know what? I need to give some other people a chance of being first. I need to put someone else there. So I thought, you know, for the sake of it, we're going to put Black Apocalypse last. Everyone knows his builds are fantastic. If you watch the weekly camp showcases every week, you know this guy's builds are unbelievable. You know they are top notch. So yeah, perfect example of a really good build being 5th on the list, and he smashed it. Look at it. How good is this place, guys? I love it. I've just blabbered on for so long, I didn't even talk about the build, but it's great. The screen looks amazing, how he glitched the walls behind it, I think he did. At the front, the Cineplex there with all the posters going around, he's glitched the walls so they go up at a kind of like triangular shape. It looks great, so realistic, linking back to the 80s type of American Cineplex as you see, and it just all round is amazing build. That is it for this week's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Sorry for everyone that didn't make it to the showcase, but keep trying. You will get in at some point, I assure you. If you bring out a build that is absolutely fantastic, knock Black Apocalypse off his 7-week running list or whatever it is now. Get him out, make something better than what he does, and you'll be on it. I promise you. But there you go, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.